Howdy folks, I am Ruzkiel and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. In the last one, we are closing in on Gundam as being the murderer of Nekomaru. We figured out, or he tried to counter our argument by saying that there was no way to move between Grape House and Strawberry House with no contact elevator available, because he disabled it. And when we were able to say, there's a secret passage, his current argument for this rebuttal showdown is, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final den room? There's no way they didn't know. That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion! If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny. There's no way I'm gonna stop. What did you say? Don't make me angry! You wouldn't like me when I'm angry! So we've got another rebuttal showdown, which, what have we got here? The wire, the button, the pillar, the fragments, the alarm clock, and the radio clock. Oh, and the doorknob. I mean, I don't know where he's gonna go with this. Even if... oh god. I can't... This is weird. This is really fucking weird. Oh, shit. I'm gonna lose. I don't... wow. I have no idea. Just... oh, that... wow. Okay. I'm in some trouble here. Because it doesn't... because the statements don't come up fast enough for me to double tap any of them at the same time. So I'm gonna have to... and I probably only have a limited number of slashes. I don't know. I wasn't keeping track of that, but I was not expecting something so continuous and rhythmic. And just trying to read it. Good lord, everything's upside down and in weird spots. Well, at this point, we just need to keep going. Alright, so even if the turbine something does not exist, you could... something multiple... I didn't get that right. Wormhole, however, how final, I say, your decayed illusion shall... something, I have no idea, something about video games, maybe? Oh my god, I actually did it. I already proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon. Know the limit of something or other. You say the killer went to the Octagon. What the hell did he just say there? Oh god. That statement came up and I didn't have time to react to the fact that it was going to cut me back all the way. Now we gotta do this again. Great. But evidently I have plenty of slashes to get through this, which is great. So we'll just do the right there. Well, I missed that one in the top right, didn't I? I saw that at the last second. Got you, you sucker. Alright. So, something came up. I don't know how many statements in. Ooh, I'm running out of time. Shoot. This is not good. Damn it. You cur. If you don't have the means to draw Maelstrom of blind confusion, not gonna slash that. Ooh. Wait, Maelstrom of blind confusion? That has nothing to do with what does that even mean? I wonder if there's another thing to advance beyond that. That might be. Okay, he probably means try providing the evidence that the killer went to the Octagon, right? If that's the case, I should have it. Oh, the wire! The wire is the answer. Okay. Because the wire was the one thing that wasn't in the freaking in any of the houses. The wire and the chain, but the chain didn't come up in our evidence. Alright. Just going to get some statements out of the way, and then I already have the wire. Go for it. Yeah! Okay. Thank you, Hajime, for doing your internal monologue at the end of things so I can actually kind of concentrate. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door to the tower. I forgot about the hammer. Those are all the items that weren't in the funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains, too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon. If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end. Normally, we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us over with a very long summary of the case.
Don't take my thunder away! Don't take the one thing that I look forward to away!
But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act, so I'm going to end this right now.
What are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that same time, we didn't know that the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he's easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on! If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would Killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties, but even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone in the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
No! Don't do this to me!
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Somehow I knew this was going to be the panic talk action. Just watch, I know it!
Hold on! What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me, Kerr! Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools! Do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
I don't understand anything? What does that mean? Perfect.
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish.
What do you intend to do?
It's obvious. I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions.
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's good night button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's his goddamn hamster. It's his goddamn hamsters.
Oh, so
remember a few episodes ago when I said one reason I suspected him was because of the lounge, and the other was a really stupid idea that they had actually established precedent for? Here's the stupid idea. I can't believe I actually predicted that. Okay, well, we haven't finalized it yet, but we all know where this is going at this point. It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru. It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought, truly frail, succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion. Ha 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 ha! If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitations.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Huh! Such a wonderful line! However, I cannot say that I am satisfied. Listen well! I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Then, just as you requested, I will provide an argument that will leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Here comes the panic talk action. And the amazing thing is, this is a damn... Hold the button. I can't do it because I have terrible timing now. Oh god, okay. So, the one thing that was kicking my butt the biggest was the fact that you've got to hold the button and release and press the buttons in time. So you got to release in time, and you've got to press the button on the beat. But you have to hold through beats in order to actually target and hit things. It's okay. So it's really hard to kind of explain. God, Fever, the 4 Dark Devas. I even knew it was going to be the 4 Dark Devas. That was going to come up in the WSAD. God. Wow. Extended focus meter and slow draining focus breaks the hell out of that. And here I was thinking I might need more ammo or something like that. Pfft, just hit the spacebar and go through. You're fine. God, that's a broken ass combination right there. So, yeah. Up until now, I have been playing the game completely wrong, because I thought you always had to press the button on the beat. Just click, 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 click. Instead, what you do is click, hold, 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 release on a beat. It's so weird, because you would think, oh, it's a rhythm game. You want to hit the beat with the stroke. You want to hit the key with the beat. That seems so intuitive. Why would you change a control scheme like that? Especially considering the first game actually had it where you click the button on the beat. Click, click, click. And I'm going on this for way too long. Let's get moving. Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you. Things you thought you'd never say. Part 49.
Oh!
Are you seriously saying he uses hamsters to press button on back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundams. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right? Because I even talked about the fact that they established precedent, and here it is! Oh! God, it's like... It's another parrot moment from Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. It's so dumb, but at the same time, it's like brilliantly out there.
Emissary of evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silverfox Sandy.
Choo-choo. Oh no. They're not going to execute the hamsters, too. Oh. I hope not. That'd be awful. Press the button?
Truly, this is the Skyline Lamentation art of the Demon Mouse. Soon, the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamster retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Mekamaru and press the button on the back of his neck. How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I have attained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere.
Words to live by and run a government by. I want to thank you guys for watching, and in the next episode, we'll finish it off. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.